Hey everybody, how are you guys all doing? I see only Sandra so far in the chat. So hello, Sandra. Hold on, I had to mute myself on the YouTube. I could hear myself talking. Yeah, and I have my friend here who is going to help me up here on panel. Hello, Annie. Welcome in. Thank you for coming.
Hi, Connie. Hey, Sandra. You're
So
welcome. I
hopefully,
enjoy myself when
oh,
I'm
and
here.
there's Janice. Hello,
Hey,
Janice. Welcome
Janice.
in. So tonight, if you looked at the, I can hear myself talking. Can you hear me talking twice?
No, just once now.
Okay, now can hear. Oh well, I'll just have to ignore it. I don't know why it does it, but
Nope, you do
okay,
hear it. It's very faint, though.
okay. As long as it doesn't bother you. Okay, so as you noticed, we're gonna do a Valentine painting, and I was doing the color theory. I kind of had started it for Larry because he's trying to understand color theory more. So we're only going to use very few colors tonight, but I will show you what I'm doing on my palette. So we are going to use this red, and these reds. So
Oh, yeah,
lots of
it is
red.
very prominent now.
Yeah.
Nope, now it's gone. It's got to be a short in those headphones, in your cords that's doing
Well,
that.
let me switch. Let me switch to the cordless ones first and see if that will help. Because that's what I was using. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Good. Okay. We'll just leave it like
She
that then.
wins the audition for the Verizon commercial.
The what?
The Verizon commercial. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I can still hear an echo though. Oh well. I'm not worried about it. Okay. So this is going to be a Valentine painting, and I'm going to get started on it. We're going to have to do quite a bit of drying uh, during this process, just because I'm going to be layering it. So I want some water on this palette or on the canvas, so so the paint flows good. So we're gonna start with let's start with the red. I'm gonna start with this red.
If you look
This
up
is
and
a and it,
I'm blowing my nose.
huh?
I said, if you look up and I'm muted, I'm blowing my nose, but I'm still here.
Okay. So this red does not look like this. This is oh crap! I just dropped my thing. I didn't get it in my ear good enough. Okay, now it's in. All right. So this red comes. Oops, that's not the right one. Here it is. This comes in this jug. How I buy it, and this is called Cool Red. So we're gonna start with that one, but we got to go with a lighter red, and then we got to go with a darker red. So I have these other reds to help me get those other hues of the red. So I'm just gonna put some red on the palette first. Now this red, if you look at it on the palette, it looks really dark.
You might want to
It's
make
not
your
so dark.
the palette side
Oh,
bigger.
duh. Thank you, Annie.
You're welcome.
That's what I meant to do. Okay, so this looks really, really dark, but I want to show you what happens when I start putting it on here. In fact, I can show you right here. See, when I'm pushing through, it almost looks like a pink, but it's because it's a cool red. So see how it looks pink?
Yeah, like a pinky red.
Yeah, it's a pinky red. Okay, now I want some white. Hi, Liz. Welcome in.
Hey, Liz.
So I'm just adding the white, and that's giving us this lighter, almost looks like a pink. But now I want a darker red, so I'm going to add um, this dark red right here, the country red, or I think this one, the Victorian red, looks too pink. And I'm already pulling away from the pink. So, and the flag red is too bright. Country red is probably, which one do you think? This one has orange hue to it, an orange base color, and this has a red base color.
I would go
So
the red base color.
that's what I was thinking. So let me get this on my palette. See how, I'm going to show you how it looks different. It actually doesn't look as dark as this one, but it is darker. At least I hope it is, right? And I'm going to need some black.
Less white, I guess.
Yeah. It's not, I don't know if that has red. I mean, it has white in it, but we can't really see it well. So, I'm going to go with this red and see how this looks up here. It's definitely a different red.
Yeah. Hey, Mary.
Hi, Mary. Welcome in. Okay, now I'm mixing right on my canvas with some black. Because I want this to be a dark red on this side. And I'll come back and add some to layer it. But we're going to go on this side now. And this side is going to be white and black. So, of course, we're going to have black and then add white into it to get gray hues. I think my water dried up a little bit. So I want to get this a little bit more streaky. So what I'm going to do, instead of using this brush, I'm going to use a chippy brush so I can get it really streaky looking. More so like that, but I'm going to even get that one more streaky looking.
Not so far, Mary. Yeah, but yeah, we was wondering about that too and hoping he was okay. Larry.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Now I'm going to do a little bit of streakies with the black because we want the black to be streaky as well. Okay. Now let's see, what color do I want to go with? And I'm picking up a little bit of this black in here to get some really light gray. And then I'm going to grab another wedge paintbrush, and I'm going to grab some more white. I'm out of white. And I'm going to do the other side to pick up some of that red. And then this is dry, so I'm going to add some more of this dark red. Because remember, red is very translucent, and so it's hard to, you have to put more layers to get it as dark as you want it. Because you can hardly tell that had any black in it at all. And this is darkening it up. And I want a little bit more of this red here, so I'm going to add a little bit more red to this because it's kind of light. How does that look?
Wacky.
What?
Wacky.
Wacky? Yeah. You'll understand it in a couple of minutes. Yes, red, black, and white, but I'm using different reds. use white. Now I'm doing this white because of the color I'm putting on top of it. It's going to, of course, be red, and the red is so translucent that it won't get me the good coverage I want. So by putting white down, I'm going to get that good coverage. Because I may have to do 2 coats of the white to get it, to cover up the black and the pink and red.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
Thank
you, Sandra. Plus having the paint underneath it dry helps. But see, you can see it's kind of pinky, and that's because that color is bleeding through. So I will dry this again and paint it again. And it looks like my heart is lopsided. So I need to fix that. I don't want a lopsided heart. There, now it's not lopsided. Still is a little bit, but that's okay because that's what I want. I want this really, really dry and set. And then we'll go over it again with white.
So the drier it is, the more opaque the white appears.
Yes. Now, if I do get it too wet, it will bring that color back up. So I'm not pushing down hard. I'm just trying to like glide over it just to lay the paint down and not pick up any other paint underneath it. But it does happen, especially with red. I mean, I know it's going to have red back on it, but I really want it to look really bright. So I'm putting this paint down really thick, which is going to take it longer to dry, but I'm going to let this coat dry naturally because I'm going to move to something else to do.
Welcome back, Liz. Mary, I am looking through my new coloring book trying to decide which picture I'm going to start on. Ooh, I don't know if you freehand some hearts and turn one into a Valentine's page.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to work on some details. find the right paintbrush that I want to use. This one, I think. Excuse me, sorry.
You're welcome, Liz.
Thank you, Liz. How's I gonna do this? This is not the right paintbrush. I picked the wrong one. I need a littler one. Littler one. Not that little one, or that one. Maybe. Nope. Trying to find the right paintbrush that I want. That I got in my head which one I want to use. You'd think with all these paintbrushes I could figure that out, right?
Spoiled for choice.
Yeah. That will work, I think. So I wasn't getting defined enough. This is going to be smaller, though. It's not as thick. But I think it will work.
Oh, thanks, Liz. My son has it now, so I'll have it for a while.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's wintertime.
Yeah. Get off my hand.
Okay. Didn't want to unmute.
Oh, that happens to me all the time. Just want to mute or yeah, it gives me all kinds of problems.
I think I'm going to have to replace this mouse because when you want it to click, it won't. When you don't want it to click, that's when it decides it's going to click.
Yeah.
But I've had that one for probably about 6-7 years.
Yeah.
So I reckon it deserves a rest. It was just a little cheapy Logitech one, which they impressed me. They're about the cheapest on the market, and they last a good long while.
I've had several Logitechs over the years. But this one's, I listen to music, I get calls on it, all kinds of things.
No, I was talking about the mouse.
Oh, I've had Logitech mouses too. I had a wireless one, and it died, and so I went ahead and just got a wired one because then I don't have to worry about dying. The other one was I put batteries in it several times, and it just died.
That's the way this one's getting. It's like we're having to change batteries in it every couple of weeks. So it's just starting to eat them.
Hi, Jessica. Welcome in.
Hey, Yeah. A very simple supper tonight. We had pigs in a
We
blanket and tater tots.
we had breakfast for dinner. We always do on Thursdays.
That's what we had the other night. And Bill's like, he said, boy, he said, the rest of that sausage gravy, he said, that was as good when I heated it up as when you made it. I said, well, of course it
Mm.
was. I made it.
Yep. Okay, so now this side's done. I still have to work on the heart, and I still have to do the other side. So, I want to use this brush again, so I'm going to wash it and dry it and use it again. It was the perfect size. And I need more black.
Oh, no, Mary, I'm not coming down with it. I already have it. But I'd say I probably got it from my granddaughter. I had a stomach bug last week, and this truly feels like the flu.
I'm so glad I've never had the flu.
Well, when I woke up this morning, I felt like somebody beat me with a ball bat all night. Everything hurt. I was like, crap.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
Here's what it is. I'll make some chicken noodle soup and sleep it off.
Um, the weather doesn't bother me. I care less if it comes or not. We're not supposed to get very much snow, but we're supposed to get cold temperatures. Cold temperatures don't really bother me at all. So,
Yes, Mary, we are set up. There's Larry.
hello, Larry. Welcome in.
Got cold medicine and coffee, and I got him a butt ton of fruit because that's when he gets sick. That's pretty much all I can get him to eat. And can't forget the bread.
Bread.
Oh my God, people go insane for bread when the snow's coming.
You know what? If I need bread and I run out, I just make bread.
Yeah, that's what me and Renee was. She's like, "You'd be surprised how many people don't know how to make bread." And I said, "No, it wouldn't surprise me a bit."
Yeah. So the lady that I watch, that has all the horses.
Yeah.
Last year, out of all her 8 babies that was born of her foals, none of them um, got to their due dates. They all had their babies before their due dates, right?
Uh huh.
She's got one. Her first one that was due this year is past her due date already. She's got 3 others that's almost past their due date. No babies yet. And they've been doing full watch on YouTube, uh, lives every night, waiting for it. They're just sitting there playing D&D because they can't. They're not going to sit and watch the monitor,
Yeah, it's like what you gonna do? It
right? They have
happens when
full.
it's ready to happen.
Yeah, they have full alerts in. I don't know if you know what a full alert is.
Is that the
It's
button
a
that sets off the alarm?
it's a little thing that they sew on their vulva, and when the baby's seat comes through, it pushes it apart and it sends messages to their phones so they know that the baby's coming if they're not in, right there.
Well, I got all my stuff like that, Liz, um, 3 days ago. That way I didn't have to deal with it. Although
Yeah,
I did have
we
to go to a different store because Walmart had no clementines, halos, or oranges for some reason. So I went down to the local supermarket and they had tons of them.
hmm.
Yeah, Liz, I like it too. She said that your painting's looking pretty. I kind of like the yin
Thank
yanginess of it.
thank you.
I don't know if that's actually a word, but it is now because I said
Right.
it. I made up that word. Yeah, we got several cases of water too, Liz. And when the time gets closer, we will fill the bathtub up with water. And that's just in case the pipes freezing, which we knock on wood, have never had happen in this house, but they said that with
Well,
wind gusts, we could be up to 40 below.
make sure that your taps are on.
Oh, yeah, always. Bill has the house pretty well insulated, though, but like I said, when it gets down to negative temperatures, you just never know.
Well, our
And plus,
basement is
we have
warm.
a light under that we turn on under the house that
Yeah.
keeps it warm enough, keeps the pipes warm.
Our pipes are underground, and our the when the water comes in the house, it's our basement's heated, so there's nowhere in the house where there's pipes where it's cold. But we still keep it on. We still turn on the taps just to make sure.
Turn on the taps and get up a couple times during the night and flush the commode. Keep the lines
Ron does that.
clear.
Ron takes care of that. He goes to the bathroom all night long. So I don't need to do that.
People are starting to smarten up. I noticed. We were me and Sis was talking while I was in the store. I had her on the phone, and I asked her if she
Uh-huh.
needed a metal trash can because even though we have a generator, if we would, because they're saying if we get the amount of snow they're calling for, it's going to probably be everybody's going to lose power, and they said it's probably going to be up to a week before it's restored. So in case we would run out of gas, I like to have options.
Right.
So you get metal trash can, you can put your perishables in it and bury it in the snow, and it stays really good and cold. We've done that several times. Well, Liz, I live on the outskirts of a very tiny town. Let's see.
Just make sure that you layer. If you layer on your body, you're going to stay warmer. Don't put like one thing on and then a coat or a blanket on you. You will not be as warm as if you are if you layer your clothes. So put leggings on, put socks on, put another pair of socks on, then put pants on or sweats on, several tops, because if you start to get warm, you can take those layers off when needed and you won't get as cold. If you have something big on you and you start to get hot, you take that off and you're going to freeze. And that's information because I grew up in Utah and you got layer. Layer, layer, layer. That's what keeps you from getting too hot or too cold.
That is what we learn. Well, I mean, we're living in the country because out in Mason County, where I grew up, there's very little infrastructure out there. I mean, everybody had wells and heated
Mhm.
with wood. You didn't nobody heated with gas or there's several people heated with coal, which I hate the smell of coal burning. It's nasty,
It's
but
gross.
it
It's
does
not
put
good
off
for
a
you.
lot of heat. Yeah, it puts off
Right?
good heat,
Yeah.
but it stinks.
Yep.
I did tell Bill that we need to start getting like at least one load of coal. That way, if we run low on, or we could like mix it up with the wood to make the wood last longer. Which
Mhm.
we've got plenty. We'll have wood left over this year. Bill actually keeps our wood uses in a ledger from one year to the next, so he knows about how much he needs to cut for the following year.
Yeah.
Renee's like, "Oh, you do that?" And I was like, "No, I don't do that, so I can keep track of that stuff."
Right. How's that looking?
Are you wanting that one side of the heart to be up that high? Was that deliberate?
Yes.
Okay. Then it looks great. Well, I'm not in your head, so I can't see your artistic envisioning. So,
I know. There we go. What do you think?
I like that. I like the colors.
Yeah, I do too. I think that is finished. Wait, no, it's not. I'll take that back. I do that all the time, you know? Well, not that one. I don't like the way this one looks, so I'm going to add another one.
I will admit, Liz, that it's a whole lot harder to survive the cold like that in a city than it is in the country. Because, like I said, we don't have to worry about heat. And since I have a wood burner, I can also cook on top of. We don't have to worry about cooking. And the only way we would not have water is if the pipes froze.
See, and I have a propane cooker outside or out in my garage that has two burners, and then of course I have my barbecue that has propane as well. So I could cook in the garage with the door open, the back door, so I'm not freezing.
I just cook on the front porch and watch the people stare at me as they're walking around the yard. Like, and you can hear them talking. When there's snow on the ground, you can hear everything. And I
Oh, I
don't
know.
think a lot of people realize that you can hear what they're saying in their own yards, which generally I ignore it, but I just think it's hilarious. And they're like, is she is she grilling?
Well,
Like, yeah,
I would
just
never take it out. I wouldn't take it out front because I'd have to take it through the garage. So I might as well just my cooker stays in the garage. So I can just cook in there. And it's two burners, but I can so much stuff. I've got so much food. And if I thought that it was going to stay cold really super long and my food was going to go bad, I would can it because I can use it on that propane. I can on there. And I would just can everything up.
yes, Mary, I do remember the blizzard of '78. That was the year we moved from the city to the country. And we had been to the grocery store. We had no food, nothing, because we had just completely moved house.
See, now for us, um, in '93, we had a snowstorm that gave us 46 inches of snow in one snowstorm, and nobody lost power.
Well, that's because Kansas is flat and don't have a bunch of trees.
No, we were in Utah. No, we were in Salt Lake.
I do not know why
Or
they don't run the lines under the ground here with all the trees that we have.
now in
You
Utah
think that
they
would be
do that.
smarter.
Yeah, in Utah all the power lines are run underground. That has a lot to do with it. But even here, even when we got that really bad uh, hailstorms, the two hailstorms last year, and then a super bad windstorm that knocked our fence down, we didn't lose our power. Nobody did. And our power lines are above ground. Now, if we'd had a tornado that hit, well, we had tornado winds, but it still didn't, we didn't lose any power.
Thank you, Liz.
What did Liz say?
She's sending prayers for everyone in the path of the storm.
Oh, yes, thank you. Oh, I was going to tell you, with the storm hitting that lady in Tennessee, okay, so they've got tons of cows, tons of horses, goats, donkeys, all this, right? So, cows do not go in, they don't have a place to take them inside. So, what they're doing is they're bringing all the horses into their stalls, and they have a hay barn and a feed barn. They're taking the mamas that are due to have babies into one of them. They're taking the ones that has already had their little tiny babies in to the other one, and then they have a an arena that is got sand on it for the horses, and so they had to scoop up all the sand and put it all on at one end, lay down um,
Straw.
shavings, and they're bringing in all of the cows into the arena. Now the arena is not closed in, but if you have all the cows that close together, their
They'll keep
body
each
heat
other
will keep
warm.
them. They'll keep
Yeah.
themselves warm. But they can't put the males, the two males they have, in there with all the women. So they have to build two stalls to put them in. So they can't jump it. They have to have tall ones, so they can't jump to get to the females because some of those females are their daughters. They can't have them together. So yeah, fun stuff to do. They're super busy and they're on during full watch, right in the middle of it. But the good thing is this is only going to last a couple of days. That snow that we got in '93, it didn't melt away. In fact, there was so much snow in the valley that they had to pick it up, put it in dump trucks, and take it out to the West Desert and dump it in the West Desert. And that snow hung around, and this was January 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. The storm went on for 3 days, and the snow was still there all the way to the end of April. Hi, Harriet. Welcome in.
Yes, Harriet, I've got some kind of crap too that's following me around. It won't go away. It's like, you're my friend. I don't want to leave.
I haven't been sick in several years, And even when I do, it's never bad. And I've never had the flu. Never had tonsillitis. I mean, not tonsillitis. I mean, strep
Strep
throat.
throat.
Never had strep. Never had strep ever. But yeah, there you go. That is all done.
That is very
It's kind of,
beautiful.
thank you. It's kind of curly Q, and I'm going to pick up some of this paint that I didn't use, put it back in the containers. Well, it's red, and some of the black maybe, just because it's there's a lot of it. I don't want to lose it. And I finally got to where this green, where is it? Nope, not that one. This green is empty. So I've got a bigger one. I got to pour into it. And then when this goes out, I'm going to take that green and the yellow and mix it together and make more spring green. And I ordered this, and it was out of stock. I had to reorder it.
Yeah.
So but I'm thinking about changing my room around again, so that where I paint is next to my all my paint, because all my 300 bottles of paint over there is, I have to go over there and get it. I usually don't do that while I'm on a live. This black is so thin.
Yeah, I was noticing
Black,
that when you put it on the palette.
black is always thin. It's always thin. Because this is apple barrel, and it's thin. And then I have this black here. See how sloshy it is? Can you see that?
Yeah.
It is always sloshy like that, no matter what I do. So I don't hardly ever use it. I even have the lid off, but it doesn't evaporate. And I buy that in the big containers too. Is the black one? No, that's purple.
Those are what, like gallon jugs?
They're half-gallon. They're half-gallon jugs.
Stay in the yard, cat.
Huh?
I was talking to the dog.
Oh, so these ones are sacks, and then these other ones that I get is chroma. I can't even say it. CHROMACRYL. And then I also get bleak acrylic.
I do
them
like
that.
paint, but some of their paint's expensive.
Bleak?
Yeah.
Is that who you're talking about? Yes, it is. I have got I used to get pallets from them and pallet panels, canvas panels. It's too expensive. Now, somebody was going to buy an expensive painting from me, a really big, nice one, and they wanted a really nice palette. They'd have to pay for the price for that. For, not palette, canvas. But yeah. But, so I went over to my my other paints, and that's where I picked these, got these ones off the shelf. Huh?
Anthony, come tell me goodnight.
Oh, okay. Good night, Anthony.
He done gone.
So,
I got an
huh?
air kiss. I got an air kiss and a high five, and he was gone.
Oh. So I'm going to clean this. Looks like I forgot to clean the blue off from the other day when I was painting. I need to get myself some um, packing, not packing. What's the paper called that they wrap meat in?
Parchment,
No, not parchment.
freezer paper, butcher
No,
paper.
butcher paper. Yeah, that's what I prefer to use because it's got a shiny back and the paint doesn't soak through it.
Now, see, I just went to Sam's and got me a ginormous roll of freezer paper. Uh,
Well, freezer paper works too. That's what I need to do. I just haven't
well,
done
the
it.
butcher paper is like a little drapier when you're trying to put it across the table than the freezer paper is. It's stiff. It's
Yeah,
like a
I
pool
like the
sticker.
butcher paper is what I prefer. Um, it just for what I need it, these little pieces, it works. So, yep, we are all done. And thank you guys for coming. Uh, I'll be live Saturday night for bingo. And how many more days? How many more do we have? Is this the last Saturday or is the next Saturday? It's got to
Give
be
me a
the
second.
next Saturday, right? Okay.
Give me a
So
second.
next a week from this
I'll tell you.
Saturday, I will be doing the wheel, and then we'll start a new wheel the next
Let's
week.
come on. No, no.
Huh?
Uh,
What is the
I
date?
was agreeing with you. 30th.
So it. Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah. And so then I will have a premiere on Sunday, and then back on Tuesday is my other channel. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing yet on that channel. I have some ideas. I have Annie said something earlier, and I remembered that I have this. Oh, let me grab it. If you guys don't mind, I'll show it to you. Um,
Yeah, same thing's going on here, Harriet. I think everybody's gearing up for it. I got everything I need to just curl up and get through it.
this I got free. Um, about 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Okay, we could not hear what you were saying.
Oh, I disappeared. What? Hold on. Can you hear me now?
You're very, very muffled.
Is that better?
Nope.
Really? It's really not. How about now?
There you go.
Okay. All right. So I got this for free a couple of years ago. It's the lithium battery bright pad. And it's really kind of cool. I just haven't used it in a long, long time. So let me pull this out. So I hope it's got a charge. Ouch. Oh, there it is. So did you see how it lit up?
Yep.
So you can do like what you were talking about with pictures. If you're going to trace them, you can
Night,
do it on
Larry.
this board.
Yeah.
Good night, Larry.
That's what Sis
Yes.
has one of those. She uses it. She got it for her diamond art. She said it's easier for
Uh-huh.
her to see, but she started using it for her quilt blocks.
Right. So I actually ended up getting two of these. I gave one of them to my granddaughter, but I kept this one. So I'm not sure. I know you can do a lot of things, but I just don't know all the stuff you can do with it. I know it's not just a light thing. So let's see. But I don't know if you can connect it to anything.
I know her. She said you just turn it on and use it.
Maybe. Yeah, it doesn't have any way of connecting anything, so I guess it's just the light thing. But I need to start using it. Especially when I want a picture that I want to color, but I want to keep that picture.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking about getting one.
And it's got these little magnets to hold your stuff down because it will stick to this. And yeah, it's got a cord to charge it. I've never had to charge it though. And I've had it for a long time. It came charged. Oh, there it's brighter. And brighter. Woo!
Yeah.
Brighter. And wow, how bright is this thing gonna get? Oh, there it goes. Now it's off. So I need to start using it more. I've had it. I got it free, and I should use it more. I've just been having it sit over on the shelf. I used it one time to do a product review on it, and because I don't know if I told you, I have this company that contacts me every few weeks, sometimes every couple months, and they say, "Okay, are you ready to pick some stuff?" And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, I'm ready." And so they send me a list of stuff, and then I picked one thing that I want, and they send it to me for free. They transfer me the money, and I buy it on Amazon, and then I do a review on it. That's okay, Larry. I was gonna leave, and I guess I'm gonna leave now. But I wanted to show you guys this big this.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty. The longer it dries, the brighter the colors get.
Uh-huh. Yep. And they get the shine goes away because when they're wet, they're shiny. So, yep. All right, guys. Thank you for coming. And I will hopefully see you guys on Saturday night for bingo.
Night, everybody.
Good night.